Hi from TextHelp, and welcome to this short video, Read and Write, supporting all TAFE New South Wales students through to successful course completion. I'm Greg O'Connor, and I'm a member of the TextHelp Asia Pacific team based here in Australia. And I support technology, innovation, and implementation across the region. Recent studies have shown that 44% of Australian adults lack the literacy skills needed to cope with the demands of everyday life and work. Everyday tasks such as composing emails, reading documents in the workplace, and even understanding medical information. These can all be time-consuming and frustrating tasks for many adults. Read and Write is a literacy support tool to support literacy for students who are struggling readers and writers, for students who are English language learners, and for students with learning disabilities. For students in TAFE New South Wales, Read and Write has shown to support the literacy outcomes for students in relation to reading, writing, research and study. Access to the Read and Write toolbar has enabled students to be in control of their learning. And because this toolbar is available wherever the students need it to be available, they get to choose the platform that best suits their learning needs. Access to the Read and Write toolbar also promotes inclusivity, supporting all students to be included across all TAFE environments. And with access to a toolbar such as Read and Write, it has been shown that students are able to achieve course completion and so enhance employability where previously those students may otherwise have dropped out. Read and Write is a toolbar that appears on your screen for whichever device you're using. It's one toolbar across all environments, easy to deploy and integrated within the learning environments provided for our students, and is compatible with all operating systems. Read and Write is available for Windows, for Mac, for Google Chrome, for iPad, and for Android tablets. A subscription to Read and Write gives the student access to all those platforms. Read and Write is a toolbar for all TAFE students. Let's take a look now at some of the key features in Read and Write to support the literacy needs of students in TAFE New South Wales and supports those students as a result to course completion. Read and Write appears on your screen as a toolbar with a number of features. Let's look at some of those features now. Firstly, the text-to-speech feature, the read feature. Opening a text document, Read and Write can read sentences or words. By choosing a word,
50.
Or by putting your cursor at the beginning of a sentence,
There are just 470,000 left.
And wherever your cursor is, Read and Write will read that.
Animals are supposed to be protected.
Will read that sentence to you by highlighting the sentence and then highlighting each word as it's read aloud. You can control the way that Read and Write provides text-to-speech via the settings menu. Here I can go in and go to speech, and I can choose the voice that I wish to use. I can make adjustments to voice speed, the word pause, and the voice pitch, and even provide additional support around pronunciation and access to such features as screen reading. As well as reading text documents, students need to read other formats as well, such as PDF. Another feature on our toolbar is the PDF reader. By choosing that feature on my toolbar, I can open any PDF that I have available. I find the PDF that I want to read and choose open. Read and Write comes with its own PDF reader. You no longer need access to any other third-party PDF readers. The Read and Write reader is available wherever you have access to Read and Write. Making sure that I've got the click-to-speech feature enabled in my PDF reader, I then just simply choose a sentence, click on it.
This general industry qualification will equip you with the skills and knowledge you need to assist with animal care in a variety of environments. You'll learn how to...
And I can stop or start wherever I want. One of the features using text-to-speech, either in a document or in a text document or a PDF or a website, which we'll come to in a moment, is that I will need additional support around comprehension and understanding. If I do need that level of support, the toolbar has another feature, the dictionary feature. Choosing a word such as the word grooming, if I'm unsure what that word means, I can choose my dictionary feature. It comes with the meaning, which is all speech enabled. So I can just highlight that meaning, press the play button.
Leading to skilled behavior.
And it also comes with an image for that word. So that's very important when I'm actually supporting students for whom English is not their first language, as often definitions, dictionary definitions are in English and can be quite difficult to understand. As well as text documents and PDF documents, another source of information that we get our students to access is the web, both for research and study, and also to access any online content we might provide. Opening up a web page, I can go in and turn on my settings, read the web. With that turned on, simply by hovering my cursor over any text, I can have that text read back.
All marine turtles in Australian waters are protected species at both state and Commonwealth levels.
And then I can turn that feature off if I wish. And I can also do that by highlighting the text. Sorry. Try that again. Highlighting the text and access the information.
All marine turtles in Australian waters are protected species at both state and Commonwealth levels.
In the same way. So websites, PDF documents, text documents, anything that all course material that's available to me, I can actually have that read back, and it can be supported using the dictionary feature as well. Sometimes students need access to content that has not been digitized. So another feature on our toolbar is the scan feature. Here, this gives the ability for either for the student or a teacher to simply take a photo of any text, a page of a textbook, course handout, signage on a wall, and using that photo, Read and Write using the scan feature will convert that photo to either a PDF document or a Word document. A recent photo that I took of a handout is here. I've actually taken that photo, put it on my hard drive. Using Read and Write, I will now convert that photo to a PDF document. Choosing the feature on my toolbar, I find the photograph. Just let me find that photograph again, remembering where I kept it. There it is, documents, okay. So scan that in, find the scan feature. I'm now going to choose this, find that feature on my on my hard drive. I'm going to choose PDF first. I will find the feature. There it is. That's the image that I want. Open it up. With the PDF button selected, I will go scan. I need to give it a TAFE New South Wales 2. I will need to give it a new name. Go save. Read&Write now scans that using optical character recognition and is converting that image to a PDF. And there it is there, TAFE New South Wales 2. Back to my PDF reader feature on my toolbar, select it, find that document I've just converted, TAFE New South Wales 2, open it up, and now we'll see what was previously an image is now being converted to a PDF, and clicking somewhere on that PDF, I can have that content read back.
African elephants are larger and have bigger ears. They are grazers who still do quite a lot of browsing. They eat leaves, branches and...
Another feature on the toolbar is the highlights feature. For many students, the need to support understanding and to retain information is important. The highlights feature can actually help with this in a number of different ways. If I go back to my document, my text document, students can choose, using the highlights feature, choose to collect a number of keywords or phrases and develop a keywords or phrase bank of information. So highlighting a word, using the highlights feature, I get to choose either yellow, blue, green, or pink. I'll just choose yellow, and I can highlight a number of keywords or phrases. And I'll just do a couple here. And once I've highlighted those words or phrases, I go collect highlights. Read&Write will now take those highlights and put them into a new doc, and also give me in a bibliography, show me where that document that I collected the highlights from is located. If I wish to erase those highlights, I just choose erase highlights and then they're erased. I can do exactly the same thing using a website. On a website, I can also collect highlights by choosing, I choose another color, I'll choose green this time, and I can be highlighting a number of different facts and information from websites that I want to collect to support my study and research. Again, I collect highlights, and Read&Write will now open that up, collect those highlights, put them into a new Word doc for me with a bibliography which indicates the website from whence I got that information. Lastly, features to support writing. Opening up my text document, I will just scroll to the end, and I will just, sorry, and I'll just write myself a sentence. And one of the features I can use is text-to-speech for proofreading. Many students need to proofread their work before submitting, and often proofreading silently does not always indicate to you where you've made errors or you need to make corrections or adjustments. Using text-to-speech is a great tool for doing just that. If I just get that sentence.
The elephant is at risk from poaching.
And I can see that I think there's an error. It sounds all right, but I think there might be an error there. I can double check that again.
The elephant is at risk from poaching.
And so what I can do, as well as having the text-to-speech used as a proofing tool, another feature is my spell check. So choosing the spell check feature, it will analyze my document and find any spelling errors and show them in context. It will also give me a number of options, number of correction options, and they'll be read back. That's the one that I want, and I can press change, and now I can actually put that in. Another writing feature is the word prediction feature on the Read and Write toolbar. By choosing that feature, I get the Read and Write prediction window available. As I start to type, it provides me a word bank of words to support my writing. As I hover over each word, I then get to listen to those words, and I can choose the word that I want.
Question.
And then it starts to predict the next word.
Elephant. Is.
And I can start to type
Issue.
is, and then that's the one that I want. And as I'm typing each word,
Risk.
and you can see that because I've written this sentence before, the word prediction feature is intelligent. It's actually learning as I type, and the more I type, the more it learns to provide options for me based on my previous writing. And I can simply hover over that word, have it read back to me, click on it to choose it to insert it into my sentence, or press the appropriate function key.
From.
They are just some of the features available via the Read and Write toolbar to support students in TAFE New South Wales, to support their literacy and to support them as a result to ensure course completion. If you want more information around Read and Write, contact us here at the Australian TextHelp Asia Pacific team via email on asiapac@texthelp.com.